Good morning. Good morning. Morning. Good morning, Hong Kong. Good morning, Hong Kong. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Marcia. Good morning, Kitty. Good morning, Janet. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Tanya. Hi, Faye. Hi, Christina. Hi, Regina. Hi, Eva. There you are, Eva. I was wondering where you were. Hi, Bao. Hi, Liz. In Seoul, Korea. Hi, Faye. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Linda. Good morning, Jesse. Hi, Kelly from Harbin. Kelly from Harbin. Oh, hi, Po. Hey, Po. How you doing, buddy? Hi, Caddy. Claudia Fong. Hello. Hi, Mana. Good morning, Linda. Good morning to you, too. Good morning, Mishi. Hello, Mom. Hi, Mom. Hi, Diana. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Carly Chapman. Hi, Lawrence J. in Bali. Hi, buddy. Hi, Misha. Hi, Jennifer. David Laley, cousin. Awesome. Hi, Jennifer Kentrup. Hi, Dada. Hi, Yoon. Hi, Yoon. Hi, Carrie. Good to see you. Hi, Dada. Hi, Emilu. Hi, Emma. Hi, Amani. Hello, Amani. Hi, Lena. Oscar. Hello. Hello. Hi, Julie. Hello, Julie. I see you. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Zhao Sheng Hao, Kelly. Zhao Sheng Hao. Hi, Keiko. Hi, Connie. Hiya. Hello, Hiya. Hi, Emma. Good morning. Yes, good. Anatomic yoga. I love it. Hi, Jillian. Hi, Elaine. Hi, Vivian. There you are. Hi, Shelly. Hello. Yes, I love it. Seeing my cousins on here in Toronto. Hi, Elise. Hi, O. Hi, O. Hi, Stelly. Hi, Monica. 12 wheels, Monica. Yes. Yes. So, hi, Cuz. Hi, Michelle. Okay, so, hi, Jackie. Hi, Jackie. Hi. Okay, hi, Holly. Hi, Holly. Hi, Subro. Hi, Kelly. Yes, I have 30 seconds left. Hi, Anusha. It was so great talking to your son yesterday. He's so cool. That was so fun. Okay, so I have 1 minute left in the roll call, people. Hi, Nav. Hi, Nav. You got 1 minute left in the roll call. There you are, Allie. Hello, Allie McKay. Hello. Hi, Rika. Yeah, and 20 seconds and 10 seconds. And hi, Jennifer. Yes, coming to you from Hong Kong. I am right now at my house in Hong Kong. Hi, Suzanne. There you are. There's the other pilot, Suzanne. Hi, So-So. Hi, So-So. Bonjour. Hi, Rachel. How do you say good morning in Australian? Hello, Rachel. Hi, Melody. Hi. Hi. Blurry morning. Yes. Hello. Good morning, Blurry. So, hi, Powen. Let's begin. I'll do a few more greetings if I see the names coming up. Okay. So, I have something I'd like to share today. Good morning, Mary. There you are. I was waiting. Roll call. Mary, and now you're there. Good. And your mom. I hope your mom's there too. Okay. So, I am slow to catch on to things. I have long been in my humble opinion, I have been let's say slow learner, slow to catch on to things. And thankfully, because I've stayed with yoga for so long, I've slowly caught on to some things in yoga, philosophically and physically in the practices. But if I hark back to when I was young, I was a slow learner. I think I've mentioned this in previous podcasts. Some of you told me not to say this, but I think I was like a crappy student. I was a crappy student. And so in those early years, I didn't know how. And when I went, after high school, I went to college. My first year of college, I took English, creative writing. I took many courses, okay? And one of them was creative writing. And it was Mr., I want to say Desjardins. He was French-Canadian. I called my mother earlier to remember the name of this professor because it was a profound class for me. Anyway, so I've always liked writing and I've always liked reading. And I've always been connected to like stories. I like stories. Like I realized from early on that I learn really well through storytelling. And so in this creative writing course, the semester project, there was a few, we had to write a few things, but one was like this long essay that you had to write. And it was really interesting and fun to write. And I wrote, and it was supposed to be a personal tale. And he, I remember he'd give us like certain parameters, like how deep and how personal to go, and etc. He said he would read it, so you could share as much as you want, whatever. Kind of encouraging us to be open up and to use personal experience as a power to tell our story, to write a good essay. Not an essay, it was a story. Yeah. So anyway, so I wrote it, and not knowing, what the quality was, not really knowing how to study even. I didn't really know, even though it was in the class and we learned story structure, etc. I handed it in. I was super proud too, right? Because I loved it. It was like my first college essay or whatever, writing assignment. I was like, yeah, and I get it in. Anyways, the day it's getting handed back, he hands them all back and hands mine back. And there's a note on the top. And the note says, please come see me after class. So I'm like, okay. Thinking like, maybe he didn't believe the story, or like, did I plagiarize, or I don't know. I was all riddled with anxiety. So anyway, everyone leaves, and I gotta say, this professor was cool. This guy was cool. He was really cool. He told one story, hi Madison, he told one story to this group of college kids. He was like, you have to decide what you want to do, and then you have to be solely focused on that thing and get good. And I knew early on I wanted to be a writer. So I didn't want to get a job. I wanted to write all the time. So me and my friends, he grew up in Montreal, we would go down on Friday evening and we'd sit outside the liquor store and we would ask for money. And when people would be going inside the store, they'd say like, what's the money for? And he said, well, it's for drinking. We want to buy beers and drink. And they're like, why don't you get a job and make some money? Well, because we're trying to be writers and we spend all our time writing because we want to get good, knowing that that's what we want to do, so we don't bother making money to buy beers. And he said the honesty in that experience always got them $20, and they bought their case of beer and they went home and they drank and they wrote. And I was always like, wow, I can't believe like he was telling us like young kids. It was like, seemed like that was like a deviant route. But he was giving an example of like bringing your personal self to illustrate something, like focus on what you want, etc. Be honest, etc. There's all these like underlying teachings within it that I've thought of since that year. So after class, I went and I met with him, and he said, can we sit out back? So we went out to the back of the classroom. There's like a fire escape down, and we sat outside. It was sunny. I remember it was beautiful. And it was in BC, and it was like green. It was the fall. It was in the first semester. It was green and stuff. And, or maybe it was the spring, second semester, and because it was really beautiful and warm out, sit outside. And we sit down, he puts the essay down, and he says, how are you? And immediately lights up a cigarette And I was just stunned by his honesty, you know, like coming from high school, like no smoking, no drinking, like, oh, be good kids, you know, and you're always trying to like hide from your teachers. Now I'm sitting with my teacher. He's telling me stories about like asking for money from strangers who could buy beer. And he's sitting with me right after class smoking a cigarette. There was some kind of, there was a liberation in his ability to be so authentic and honest with himself that has stuck with me ever since. So we started to go through the essay. And as he went through the essay, basically he said, I get your story. Because I told a very honest story about something about in my childhood. And I found it very cathartic to write about. There was a fulfillment I found in writing this story. There was like, something happened to me in writing it. And I'd never written about this incident and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I felt very attached to the story. So he was basically like, I get your story. That's a very profound experience. Great. That aside, the essay sucks. That's a bad essay. Terrible. I cried. I'm sitting there, he's smoking, I'm crying. Essay's there with all these red marks over it. I'm like, I suck. I'm terrible. He hates me. I'm no good. My life's a failure. So he sat with me for like an hour and went through the entire essay, the entire thing, and sat with me and broke it down and said, here's sentence structure, here's a grammar, this vocabulary, these words are so very weak. Let's discuss words that would illustrate your experience more. And he went through the whole thing. And after that hour, I was like, holy shit. Holy shit. I was so attached to this story, but even in writing a terrible story, something happened, something beautiful, healing happened for me. And then the next layer was like, do it better. That's not the end. Do it better. I was like, damn. So he gave me an extension and I rewrote it. And I was so bloody proud. And I felt so connected to him. I was so connected to this teacher. I still think of him. I took one class with him, one semester. I think of that guy sitting with the smoke and going through every line. That guy took time, and he somehow, God love him, thought this kid, or whatever, like whoever it was, this kid is worth sitting down and going through it. It wasn't like, that kid's like, you know, I felt compelled to get better at it. I was like, that guy said, it was out of class hours. He didn't have to. Why did he sit with me? Why did he go through the whole essay and go, do better? Knowing how like emotional and how charged the story was honest, it was painful. The experience I went through was painful. And he was like, no, do not get stuck on that emotion. Go deeper, go better. I wrote the essay again and I got an A. Got an A. I got an A. And not that, like, I didn't turn into an amazing writer, but like that one happened. So, why am I telling you all this? I gave you guys an idea of ritualizing your day, of how to create some sanity, whether now in the COVID or just in general. The COVID, this is just magnifying life. This is just magnifying life. So, there might be a big wall. It's really tough to be focused and to do anything right now. I was listening to the radio earlier, CBC, and they're saying, oh my gosh, it's so hard to focus. I can't read anything, blah, blah, blah. I can't do anything. Okay, sure. Like, it's tough. Like, life is uphill, man. Thanks to the Buddha. Like, great reminder. Life's uphill. And maybe right now it's really steep. But ritualizing life is historically how great things have happened. The vast majority of the great things in life, movies, books, whatever, architecture, anything, has come from ritualized planning. People plan and then apply themselves. So one of the rituals that I suggested, which has really been beneficial to me, is journaling. To write in the morning and write in the evening. Some of you have been writing to me and saying, I find it really difficult. I don't know what to write, or I don't feel motivated even though I have things in my head. I then went on about the looping and how when we loop on certain subjects in our life or historical events, we get stuck and they burrow into us and they stay there. And they rob us of our intellect. They rob us of our conscious power because you're constantly always thinking about this shitty thing that happened. So I said in a way to free this looping, we journal. And so I took this journaling idea and went further and said, take this thing you loop about Take this thing you loop about. Hi, Mariah. You take this thing you loop about and journal about it. Write about it in as much detail as you can to free it. Tell your story like I did in that class. Tell your story. The first time you write it is going to be crap. It's going to be crap. The first time you tell the story is going to be crap. The thing is, when we have a great idea, the excellent expression of that great idea is a big gap. You have a great idea, and then the execution of that idea is like a year, a lifetime, whatever. I'm going to be the greatest boxer of all time. Okay, how long did that take? A long, bloody time. So this gap exists. When you sit down to journal or to tell your story, you write it and you be shitty. Don't expect your words to be good. That first essay was crap. I mean, it was so juvenile the way I wrote this college essay. It was so juvenile. It was like, and then this happened, and then that happened, and then that's why it was so important. It was so juvenile. But like, you got to start. So today, the idea I want to take further is that start, if you find it that difficult, start with 1 line a day. Right, Suzanne? 1 line a day. I'm serious. Do not discount 1 line a day, morning and night. And use this story we're talking about as a tool. Use this start. 1 line a day. Who cares what it is? You just let your mind go. Test this theory, people. Don't be so chicken. Don't be so like, The world is made up of doing that thing. Whatever that thing is. Not thinking about it, not talking about it, not like dreaming, and definitely not watching other people do it. Netflix, whatever. There's a few good shows. Ozark's pretty dope. Narcos Mexico, Tiger King, I'm in it. Yeah, let's see. But generally, consumption of media and ideas is not the same thing as doing something. And I think we should tip the scale, do the thing, entertain yourself later. Test the theory, write 1 line a day. Now, I wanted to share a couple thoughts. Joseph Campbell is one of the great storytellers. He was probably like the most well-known American, let's say, philosopher. Incredible, this guy. George Lucas wrote Star Wars. Okay, let's just stop there. That guy is genius. That story is incredible. And his key ideas came from this guy, Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell writes about what we call the hero's journey. The hero's journey. And the hero's journey is an archetypal structured story that illustrates what every human goes through. That the hero is you, and the journey is your life. And on this journey, there's a story being told. And as you're going on this journey, there are pitfalls. There are pitfalls. And you go down into a dark cave. And you have to discover something about who you are and your purpose in life and what your values are. And not until we go into some dark cave, not until you get an essay back and the professor says, this is garbage. That's a cave. We have all these small journeys. We have a big journey of the life. But these small caves, the COVID-19 cave. Kel Perry, my man, my brother. You go into the cave of some dark part of yourself. And it's so easy to tell ourselves a story that like life is crap, or like this is how I am, or I'm a crappy writer, or whatever it is that we're in, whatever kind of hellish darkness that we're in. Thing is, though, that's the spiritual journey. To capture our own attention when like Netflix is shut off, when the world is shut down, it's like, oh my God, I'm like hyper captive to myself. I'm so captive to myself right now. There's no escape really. And in that, you discover something. I mean, we are so easily distracted, right? Like all of us, we're so easily distracted. We're so easily listening to someone else's story. We're so entertained by everyone else's story. My favorite moments in life are sitting sitting on a sofa with somebody else and them telling me some story. I could do it all day. I want to sit with people and listen to their stories. I mean, just think of the stories that have shaped your life. Yeah, on your scooter, Kel. I should tell that story. Think of the stories that have shifted your life. Don't think of and I think what's so fascinating is that like the hero's journey is not like, and then he got the great job and made tons of money and had lots of kids and like had a beautiful Mercedes and like spent his summers in Hawaii or his winters in Hawaii or whatever. Or his, that's not the hero's journey. The hero's journey is like, what the hell did she do when she fell from grace? What the hell did he do when he failed that course or failed or lost or got stuck, no money or like whatever? Rags to riches is the most boring story on earth. Rags to riches, like, God, how this society is so hell-bent on like, yeah, I came from the gutter, now he's a billionaire. You can too. It's like Anthony Robbins, it's like, yeah, and you can too. Wake up one morning and decide, I'm going to be a billionaire, and then be a billionaire. It's like, okay, that's not that interesting, because even if you do become a billionaire, until you fall deep into the cave and have to captivate yourself with yourself and find out like, who the hell am I? And what is the meaning of all this for me? Until you go there at some level, we fool ourselves what our value is. I mean, like, I find aging is such a great hero's journey. It's like, and women face it much harsher in society. Like when you're young and you're handsome and beautiful or whatever, and then later you start to feel like, oh God, like I am less beautiful, and you go like, wow, what is my value? Like, if it's not through being so gorgeous or whatever, I mean, you're all gorgeous, but like, if it's not through being gorgeous, what is it? Like, how do I interface with the world? Where is my value? And it's a huge process for everybody. I don't claim to be, grounded in this. This is so helpful for me, this archetypal story. The hero's journey. Our ability to write down a story about our life, our ability to tell, even if it's just to ourselves, our journal, we don't have to publish it. You don't have to give it to Mr. Desjardins at my college class. You don't have to give it in. But to write it down, ahum, the Buddhist mantra, ahum, body, speech, and mind. How do you become grounded in your body and your speech and your mind? Not just body outside. Not just mind thinking. Like those are like two paths. But the speech, like what we say, how we say it, how we speak of ourselves. How the word, the written word, sharpens the mind and the word. The written word connects these two. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. And we don't have to be writers to do this. But you could be. The thing about the internet and the thing about modern life is that it's so fast and it's so disposable. Everything, like this story I post is 25 or 30 minutes and it's up for 24 hours. Then it's gone. I'm trying to save them onto my hard drive. I'm not that skillful. But I'm trying. I'm posting them on YouTube. You know the YouTube? I'm posting these on YouTube if you want to watch them later. Anyway, but most of the content we have is disposable now. It's burned. People buy books on Kindle. They don't even exist. They're like just, and it's gone. Or they, we write messages. We don't write letters. There's no evidence anymore. To write something down, a journal, to write a little story about something that's circulating in your mind, man, it has deep power to it. Oh my God, there's so much research in psychology around the ability to free up our consciousness and our emotions from writing down stories to writing down in detail past experiences that have held us back. It is potent. When you read an amazing novel, shit, it blows your mind, right? Like it's like you project into it. Unlike, I find fiction and like watching dramatic movies and stuff, it's so powerful. You just you lose yourself and you see these characters and you live through this story. It does something to us. What I'm proposing is you do that too. You write about what happened. You write your stories. I'm going to do a full hour talk on the hero's journey and story writing on Sunday. I'm doing a whole talk for an hour on storytelling, and I'm going to go into some more detail around it. I believe that every human, every person should have one true story that they have the power and the willingness to tell. On Sunday at 9:30 for an hour, I'm going to do a full hour talking. And at 9:30 to 10:30 on Sunday, and I'm going to illustrate what how storytelling has become a tool for me as a teacher, certainly, but in life too, like in my relationships with my family, my friends. At a wedding, you tell stories about your great friends and all that stuff. But storytelling has the power to heal, the power to connect. And Cal, that exchange student, yeah. Power to transform us. When we tell stories, it transforms our mind. It brings the history, the past, into the present, and by telling it, it provokes something new into the future. It connects the past to the future. Sunday at 9:30. So tonight I have a class at 6, and I was going to do an evening talk, but I'm going to do a practice because I'm doing the 1 hour talk on Sunday. So the Sunday's talk is furthering this discussion on storytelling and writing, and we're going to talk about it, and I hope you join me. Don't be chicken. Okay? Join me. And bring your friends. Get them on here. Let's get the roll call with other people. Get the weirdos. Tell them to give me their names and I'll call them out. Okay. This is Mount Kailash, and I will tell a story about Kailash. I'm going to tell a story on Sunday about Mount Kailash, about my trip to Western Tibet years ago with my good bro Steven. I'm going to tell you about it. And Kailash is the axis of the universe in a cosmic sense in the traditions of Buddhism, Jainism, and Hinduism. And there's power in that we'll go into further. This is Muhammad Ali, one of the past generation's greatest storytellers, poet, spoken word genius. He was rapping before anybody. You know what I mean? Takes real courage to tell your story. So, blah, blah, blah. Wendy Weeble, oh my God, there you are. Hi. Okay, people, I love you. And come back tomorrow at 9:30 for another talk. Sundays is 1 hour. So bring your friends, sit around with coffee. I'm going to go teach. I'm getting undressed. I got to go teach, 1 hour level 2 on Facebook, Pure Yoga Facebook. Come and join. And I will be back here on my Instagram at 6 p.m. Please write me a message. Tell me your thoughts. Send me questions or anything, because your questions are actually helping me shape what I present here. It's been a great time this morning, and I hope you're all well. Sending my love. Bye-bye.